Welcome back, baby dolls. I'm here to join you through this very somber moment. The entire crypto industry has been obliterated. It has been disgusting what we've had to sit through. Unfortunately, everyone's been bonked. Mr. White Whale is a hyperliquid leaderboard trader. He lost today $60 million. And it's not screenshot, it's actually from the chain. Okay, it's literally from the chain. He lost $60 million. He's got the biggest loss. His account is down to $450,000 now. Feel very sorry for him. Now, he's actually made a post on Twitter. I texted my wife to come to my office that I needed her. She came. I held her. I cried. I told her what happened. Took a deep breath and reminded myself that feeling sorry for myself doesn't accomplish my life goals. I started going through wallets. I add up what I had left. I reminded myself that I can rebuild. Because as bad as you ever have it, there is always people who have it worse. So, yeah, it's a real story. A lot of people, friends, we saw a massive liquidation. Binance, everybody was DDoS attacked. It's a planned attack on me, Jamina, Matt, all of us when we were trading. Also, Rapist. Yeah, one of our friends named Rapist. I'm serious. So we remember we were all trading. That we all remember whenever BitMEX just starts massively lagging, a big move is about to happen. That's what they do, friends, to block everybody from logging in and saving their positions. The White Whale also comments on Donald Trump. He's talking about Trump. We have been contacted by other countries who are extremely angry at the great trade hostility which came out of nowhere. I'm sure many countries said the same thing about you back in April, Mr. Trump. Some might even call it karma. But just like we saw last time, magically new wallet addresses were spun up and huge shorts before your newest temper tantrum. So we found the insider wallets. They profited $195 million off the short. Repeat after me. We are going to make it. Here it is right now. We are going to make it. You and I, friends, of course. It's been very tough. Oh, man. I just... Friends, if any of you could please send me a flamethrower, and I would literally just put every crypto exchange, every crypto token, we'll put it in one bag and we'll just torch everything. We'll just torch it, nuke it. And just to make sure, put it in a ship or just put it to the sun. Aaron, this market is a trucking cesspool, Summy. I've already had it by now and gotten the F out. God hates me and wouldn't let me win during prior cycles, so I have to suffer here one more time. It's like being trapped in the wheel of reincarnation. So, look, I started making fun about how this thing's been painfully going on forever, but I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. It's taken 7 pounds of flesh from me, so I'd rather just actually see or watch it go to zero and stay at zero personally. I know I want to leave, but we still have kindness and friendship. Thank you to Mr. PulseTV. They actually made a song for me for the PI conference. Check it out. Look how groovy it is.
Stack my chips like them bodies, wrong move, going all in. Never play with Sammy, Matty, paper hands, make you fold like origami. Think you're doing good, well, the good die young. The good die young, baby. I love this animation, by the way, guys. This is really cool. Really, really cool. The candles, man, that's awesome. The good die young. Oh, man, it's been crazy just to see how everything's been coming together, friends. PulseChain hold up really well today. Ethereum gas fees spiked to $700. Man, like I've mentioned for you many times, but today it was literally, friends, you could, as I'm literally speaking in the last 10 minutes, I'm literally watching everything go to zero. It was just like, you ever see that meme, friends, where you can see the reflection of the nuclear explosions in the pupils of the character, and they're just watching everything explode. We got scammed again today, once again. One guy, unfortunately, he lost all $19 million on his hyperliquid account. 358 big accounts have lost everything to zero today. So this guy counted 1,010 traders that are down over 100 grand today, and there's 206 traders that are down over $1 million on hyperliquid. 358 of those accounts lost everything and have zero balance, including one person who lost all $19 million. Just to let you know, friends, as well, just one of your tweets could have saved their lives. Yes, sir. But you got to remember, once you're starting to get a bit profitable, they have a tendency to stay in the game. Look, friends, you should stay away from leverage. Of course, ladies liquor leverage. However, if you are touching any of that stuff, use isolated leverage. Up the top, in the top right, don't use cross. The whole reason why everything went to zero
is because everybody's cross-collateralized. So to avoid liquidation, what the exchange uses is your entire collateral pool. If it's isolated, it treats each coin differently, but it's really annoying. You got to get each coin, you got to select isolated. So then you can allocate like whatever you want, like, you know, like $200 for just like one token in case the token nukes to zero. Because if you have cross and you get scammed again, okay, we're probably going to go up only from here because the scamming just done, right? But if you get nuked to zero, what the exchange does is instead of taking your loss automatically, it starts taking the money from everything else. And that's unfortunately how these people got wiped. Check out this again, friends. So this is from Jesse Polak from the Coinbase product guy. I just learned a certain centralized exchange is charging projects 9% of their token supply to be listed. That is absolutely enormous. Okay. And he says this is actively harmful and a cartel that we need to break as soon as humanly possible. So I've interjected here and I've written here. Yeah, see, friends, this is why PulseChain is safe. I know the PulseChain prices and everything are poop, friends, but that's why it's safe. Richard Hart, who lived on top of a sandwich shop, he refused to give in to the VC cabal. He gave everyone the chance to be able to participate in the tokens. Yeah, the prices suck now. I get it. But at least they're not in the hands of these exchanges who will hold you hold you to ransom forever. He did not give the cartel our precious tokens, okay? That's why PulseChain's not listed everywhere, friends, as well. Because they literally want a lot of the token supply. Because when their customers buy, they slowly unload on them. And they have control of you, okay? USDE, which is Ethena, it actually depegged because of the extreme volatility. It's saying it's over collateralized, but you know why depeg, friends? Like some weird stuff happens because if they're short on an exchange doing their hedging, the exchange can force liquidate them to provide liquidity in the book so that other people who are long can get out. But when they force liquidate them, what happens is now, say that account, they are still leveraged long. Right? So their short has been auto take profit from the exchange, but now they're leveraged long. And so their balance in their account is getting wiped and they can get forced liquidated. It's very dangerous when these things happen fast. Today as well, friends, I've been refreshing the page as well. This is the daily chart, but on the 6 hour, I know 6 hours starting to move around here. PulseChain comes out pretty decent compared to the shocking nightmare that we got to see. Here, what I'm gonna do, I'll just show you. This is, friends, Ethereum. This is Ethereum on its price action chart. You can see it went back all the way to the monthly low. Man, how wild was it, friends? 3 days ago, we're at the monthly high, and we just came all the way down to the monthly low. It actually shot below it. What we would want to see if we don't get scammed to zero is you want to see Ethereum close a candle inside here, start closing around, and then you're done, pretty much. And then literally, it's like you pray to God that you don't close this gap again, and it can start to make its way up. That's what you want. If you go back, friends, as well to the zombie virus, so what I'll do is we can actually look at the zombie virus in a bigger time frame as well. We can go back and see what it looked like in 2021. And I have it right here. This is the zombie virus, friends. The zombie virus, when it came back down, you hit this huge bang capitulation. Okay, you hit this capitulation. I feel like maybe this is where we are here. So I'm hoping that we start to see this part going up. Okay, this part where we start to grind up. And it feels very bad, by the way. Even though this looks like it goes up only, friends, I remember, if you were here, man, I remember all of us thought double bottom, double bottom, double bottom. It's over, it's over, it's over. We all thought that the whole time, but it actually just kept grinding up. So we're praying for friendship and mercy. There's a lot of pain out there. My heart goes out to all my brothers and sisters. Pickle. Pickle, friends, if you've been watching my channel, Pickle used to follow me. Man, I've got to play some angel music, man. Friends, you know, I've been talking about Pickle every day, actually. Whenever I'm scrolling my doom scrollies on Twitteroonies, Pickle used to follow me. Then when Solana, the Sol BTC ratio was high last year, I guess he didn't like the fact that I was contrarian on it. And yeah, he basically unfollowed. He says PulseChain's poop, understandably. Doesn't like Chainlink or PulseChain. He just, you know, it's actually funny. He's mostly out of Solana, but I've got bad news. Unfortunately, he lost 75% of his entire portfolio. So he goes, a bunch of spot positions I had converted to a 2x leverage long just got liquidated on Wix on Hyperliquid just now. I'm probably going to reassess my life. Yeah, man. This is very unfortunate, right? Ladies liquid leverage. Yeah, man. This is, friends, it's all scammers, friends. PvP in the arena. It's winner takes all. They can't force you out if you're in leverage, if you're in spot altcoins, okay? Friends, a lot of people as well, they were in grid bots. So you have a market up here, right? It comes back down here, and then everyone set like their grid bots where you provide bids and offers out here. Unfortunately, all the grid bots have been liquidated because all the grid bots, everybody was doing like, 2 to 4x leverage plus. So what happens is as the market price went down, right, the grid bots are buying and buying and buying, but you need these to mean revert. Unfortunately, it just went snap. So all the grid bots and all the promoters of them, that's why I don't teach you to do it, dude. It's not a cheat code, bro. Like, there you go. Here's your grid bot. You keep DCA buying, buy. Goodbye. All out. Painful, man. Very, very painful. This is the XRP price, friends. Yes, XRP went down to freaking literally 80 cents. 70% drop. Oh my gosh. So, gosh. Shout out to Mr. Dr. Pegger. No crying in the casino. Awesome. Mark to crypto. CryptoFace uploaded a good video about Binance scamming everyone. Look, I know it looks like Binance scammed everyone, but look, it could be them. It could be, bro. I'm just letting you know though. Binance is targeted just like BitMEX was in 2019 and 2020. So, like I said, right before the orchestrated move happens, they DDoS the website. So they get like basically 100, they get a botnet from like, Russia or China, and the bots spam the server out of nowhere. They spam them. And so the website can't handle all the traffic. And during that time, nobody can log in. Okay. So they do this. So you're like basically in emergency mode for like, 2 to 3 hours. Guess what happens during those 2 to 3 hours? Their big wallet account, their predatory wallet is spot tokens. They have a lot. They might have borrowed like 50,000 Bitcoin off someone, off like Genesis Trading or whatever. They take it to one of the exchanges and they destroy it. They load it on there and they destroy it. Okay. And then when they destroy it, they destroy the price. What happens? The price oracle is gapping down. Nothing can catch up. People can't come in to arbitrage anything, and they're all wrecked. Because if Binance, right, you can't use the website properly, the market makers on the website, they can't buy an arbitrage. Yeah, they can't buy the cheap Bitcoin and do everything perfectly. They're just net long. Yeah, they can't do everything, and just basically everyone gets wiped out. Marky, I lost everything in 2021. Sold my house in 23 to pay off debts and invest in alts for the bull run. Now I'm broke, living in a single room in my mum's house with no life to look forward to. Been seeing a psychiatrist for the past 3 months. I am under the unalive watch. I'm 52 years old. I've destroyed my life over crypto and reckless decisions that I've done because of mental illness. There's no chance I will get £180,000 to get a home of my own ever again. Sir, these are dark days. I'm with you every step of the way, Marky. I read all your posts. I reply to you all the time. I'm just telling you, I'm not giving up, bro. I refuse to give up. Okay? I'm like, you see me, friends, I'm the hungry wolf. Yeah? I'll rip off the face of a homeless dude. Okay? I remember using that analogy on one of the greatest traders ever taught me, and he was like, what? He's like, he got very, very, like, I remember he got startled by me using that analogy. That's why I've used this in like 10 years. We're not going anywhere, bro. We're still long. Yes, it's trash, but at least man, the business cycle's poop. Imagine how bad we'd feel if the business cycle was 55 and no one's buying crypto. That's how we know it's really over. Yeah. Okay. But it's not going to get like that. PulseChain survived. And friends, I want to give you as well let's play some friendship music a bit. History might be repeating. Richard Hart has come out and done some tweets. Did you know in 2020 on zombie virus, Hex dropped about 30% and then it went up 26x in a straight line. 27x. See this little square? That's zombie virus. This is me and Ricardo Hart. Maybe it's happening again. Right, because PulseChain was unaffected by these big capitulations, and you have these short-term bouncy moves. Okay, so we survived the zombie virus dump, and then today we just saw the crypto black swan. Yeah, actual turbo nuke. PulseChain core coins have survived. It's time for up only, man. And just as a synopsis, right? We had orchestrated insider scum doing the massive DDoS attack. Even CoinGlass, the Trump insider, profited $195 million. Trump, right, comes out and targets China, so they had the short loaded up before. So that's what they do. They have a lot of spot coins. They don't sell the spot coins first. They load the leverage short first on like 5 exchanges. They load the leverage shorts everywhere, right? Then when they're ready, they dump all the spot coins on one exchange and they send the spot exchange down. Okay. And then nobody could log into Binance to fulfill collateral requirements. We had cascading liquidations. Mimi Wintermute got wrecked. A lot of the things traded down 70%. And everything's cross-collateralized. Okay, so this is me just showing you the XRP chart all the way down to Poopy Town. Yeah, it's taking out pounds of flesh. So these are, in my experience, fans, this is, you get the V bottom and you just go up only. This is literally it, the go up only part. But like, we're not really concerned about that. Like, you know you're going to go up from here. But just how much, you know? Is Ethereum going to stop at like 5K by the end of the year? You know, and then, or maybe like, or 6K and disappoint everyone? That's what we're waiting to see. I want to share with you this message from Mr. Poseidon on Twitterunius. This is my last tweet about crypto. I will never buy again. And I will never touch crypto again. I'm leaving. Truck this. I didn't know I could lose 70% of my money in 1 hour. It was good knowing you all. See you in the next life. Bro, this is the biggest intergalactic bottom signals of all time. But we've known this, like everything's a bottom signal, but yeah, like this is... That's what happened in Zombie Virus. That's what happened every single time. There was the ultimate bottom of the year. The bottom nuke before the next 6 to 12 month up only run. Those are the comments of everyone. Everyone's saying, I'm never touching this industry again. Even I'm saying it, friends. I'm like, man, I mean, we know it's for like, I totally get this industry. Industry's a whole massive giant freaking scam letdown. But once you let that out of your system, you remember, bro, if they just send the prices back up, the dopamine's going to come roaring again. Okay. Let me know how you're doing out there, friends. Remember, you and I are still going to make it. I'm here every single step of the way. Every day, we're saluting each other. We've just had the massive wipeout. There's no more leverage left in the system at this point. There's literally no leverage left. So you would think that it's time to run the other way. And Bitcoin on the short term, friends. Bitcoin on the short term. Man, this is such a bullish chart, friends. My gosh. You come out. Because what you do is you just speed run testing all these levels. If you didn't have this and you really want to go down there, you do like this and this, come back up, right? And then bang, like it takes like another full month. You just speed run, cracking all the levels. Now you've wiped everything out, tap liquidity, and now you're ready to go, right? So don't give up. I know we are working at McDonald's, but hey, maybe we'll get promoted one day. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you in the next one.